but I'm Lauren Bissum, editor of juvenile publishing programs and regular comics here at Marvel. Today I will be inviting an author, JistinA.Reynolds, to talk about his brand new graphic novel, Miles Morales Shockwaves, that came out this Tuesday. We're really excited to have him on and get him to tell us everything it took to move from regular prose novels to graphic novels. We're gearing up for our launch event later this evening at Barnes & Noble. That will be at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. You can register to join there at the link on Marvel's website. So let me see if I can get Justin in here. Give me 1 second, folks. Hopefully he's here soon.
Hey,
That was so flawless. How are you doing, Justin?
I'm great. How you doing?
Good. Had my 2 cups of coffee this morning, so getting there.
Yes, that's a good start, a good way to get things going. I've only had 1 cup, so you are times 2 me.
I mean, right after this, I'll go in for the 3rd cup, but yeah, so everyone who's just joining us now, this is the amazing author, JistinA.Reynolds. He is the writer of our awesome Miles Morales Shockwaves graphic novel for middle grade readers. If anyone of you out there has kids or are kids, this is an awesome story for you. We're going to start out with a lightning round, Justin. Middle school style icebreakers. We've covered your name. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about you, your occupation, maybe your favorite ice cream?
Okay, so I'm JistinA.Reynolds. I'm the author of 2 previous YA novels, Opposite of Always and Early Departures. Let's see, favorite ice cream? So this is going to be very controversial because in reality, I don't love ice cream. It's not it's fine, but I don't love it. But if forced to consume, I would go with like some kind of like Oreo or cookie dough, because I love cookies.
I mean, I find it really surprising considering right here
I
you wrote
know,
in
I know, I
like
know.
several panels just about like Miles's favorite ice cream, so that shocks me. You could have
Listen,
gone for anything else.
I love some. I do enjoy gelato, and I'm not like I put it in there because I'm not so anti ice cream that I don't recognize the draw to ice cream. I know everyone else in the world is a fan for the most part. So shout out to ice cream lovers. That was for you.
I mean, I have to say, I'm more of a candy fiend myself.
Mm.
I'll go.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite candy though?
It's a little controversial. I love
Uh
Tootsie Rolls. It's like the old woman
oh.
in me. Just
As
like,
long as you, wait, as long as you're not pulling them out of your purse, and they've been like worn down and like they've been in your purse for so long, you're burying at the bottom, and then you're handing me like a partly open Tootsie Roll with like a little bit of lint attached to it.
I mean, it's more like old winter jackets. Like, I'll put them away
Okay.
for the season and then come back to it, and I'll like put my hand in the pocket and be like, Tootsie Rolls. Nice.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Tootsie Roll. That's a classic. Yeah, I'm more of a I like fruity candy, so like definitely any kind of like gummy something, which is terrible for your teeth, but like also it hasn't stopped me yet. So uh,
I'm sure your dentist loves you for it.
yeah, no, big time, big
Um,
time.
well, back to the book. Can you give us like a 3-sentence pitch on what the story is behind Miles Morales Shockwaves?
Yes. So essentially, a series of earthquakes have devastated Puerto Rico, and Miles, his mother Rio, obviously having family there and a deep cultural heritage coming from Puerto Rico, is concerned about it, and so Miles is trying to, on his personal life, figure out a way to support that cause and help to provide some aid and relief to the beautiful people of Puerto Rico. And then at the same time, there are some new mysterious supervillains that have popped up onto the scene that, at least for a while, are getting the best of Miles. AKA, actually, I should say the best of Spider-Man.
It's
because
true.
that's what's happening there. Yeah.
Uh, what is your number one favorite scene of the book? No spoilers,
Mm,
but maybe some hints.
mm. So it's later in the book. Um,
No
I'll
spoilers.
say like two quick things. I'll say one is like there's a reference to a kind of like an old school Hollywood movie icon that is just like a little joke, a little quip made there toward the middle of the book that I just really like. I like a lot of the interactions with Miles, and with this new character as well that happened later in the book in an alleyway. Um, that's a pretty cool scene. Just there's like so many emotions that happen in the span of that one conversation.
Well, I have to say, for my part, I think my favorite scene might be that opening kind of chase with our two new villains.
That's good. Yeah.
And the artist, Pablo Leon,
Yes.
absolutely knocks it out of the park, but also like hit a million different little Easter eggs that every time I go back and stare at the art, I find something else. There's a tile there with a really adorable Hulk toy that I want. There's some Moon Knight on the back of like some buildings, some billboards. I love all the details that went into that scene, and also just like the fast pace action of
Sure.
it. Like,
Sure.
I mean, you wrote like Miles running up buildings, jumping off of them,
Yes. Yes. I wanted
flipping
Miles to
everywhere.
like be the acrobat that he is. Like I like my favorite scenes in so many movies are like those really intense kind of like chase scenes that happen all over the city. And so actually we give you two of those. We get the first one and then there's one a little bit later on that is might even be even more fun for me to write because not only do you get kind of like quippy Miles, but you also get um, like a lot of action happening kind of around Times Square and like some jokes happening around Times Square. And that might have been one of my favorite parts of it.
So much fun. For those of you just joining us, real quick, we are here with author JistinA.Reynolds talking about his brand new graphic novel, Miles Morales Shockwaves, illustrated by Pablo Leon.